Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Off Season, a series where we take a closer look at some of my personal cars. This is sort of a special episode because, it's not technically the off season, and also I'm currently in Japan with this new FD that we picked up earlier in the year. I found the car online in Osaka, and after a few emails back and forth, my good friend Sekine went to pick it up and bring it back to Yokohama. So over the past few months, I've been collecting a couple parts for it, but really had no idea of what it actually needed because I was unable to go and see it for myself at the time. And buying a used car in a different country, it's always a gamble. So if you ever do decide to do it, make sure you have some money at least budgeted or set aside for maintenance or repairs, or to replace parts that maybe the dealer, didn't know about, because you never really know what's going to come up. In this case, it turns out there's quite a few issues that need to be addressed, as well as a long list of things that aren't really up to my personal standard, and that was kind of to be expected. But the main requirement for me was no rust, clean body, clean chassis, which this car has all of. So for what I ended up paying after negotiation, I'm very content and excited to start bringing it up to my personal level of a build. I had a long list of things that I wanted to get done to the car before an event at Ibisu Circuit in the beginning of December, but I only had about 2 days to do it in, which ended up being a little too ambitious and didn't get all of it finished. The first day was sort of a wash with bad weather. Actually, the whole first week I was in Japan recently, it was just nonstop rain, but at least managed to get the new wheels and tires on. I went back and forth on a few different wheel options for a while, but ended up going with a set of 18 by 9.5 22 Enki GT-C01 RRs in matte gunmetal. I've seen this wheel on a white FD in the past and thought that it looked really good and complemented the feed arrow really well. It's kind of a uniquely Japanese look, something that you might see in like an initial D arcade game or something. But for tires, I wanted to try the new 200 treadwear R31 from Shiba. I'm really used to 200 treadwear options here in the US and kind of looking forward to seeing how these perform relative to what I drive on here, if I make it to that one event. But I have plans to drive the car in Japan for a while, so I'm not too caught up on making this one particular event, although it would be ideal. The next day, it kind of stopped raining. I was able to cut the front fenders down a bit to allow the front ride height to be lowered a bit. The car had this kind of strange front rake, and I wanted to even that out. So now the car is kind of level. While I'm here in Japan, I'm lucky enough to have a place to work on the car at all. In this case, it's at Sekine's shop right now, although I don't have any idea where any of his tools are. That kind of slowed things down a little bit. He was able to mount and balance the tires onto the new wheels for me, which is great. I'm very thankful for that, among the countless other things that Sekine does for me. So after getting the chance to look over the car and drive it around, a few things were pretty obvious right off the bat. There's some issue with the clutch. It's not slipping, but the engagement is really off. Wanted to try and bleed the clutch fluid first before going down the path of possible replacement, as that can get really pricey, but just didn't end up having time for that. The Power FC was giving knock warning, which after inspecting the knock sensor was most likely a faulty sensor. I couldn't read the fuel map because the Power FC commander was broken. I found a new one on Yahoo Auction already. You can see the 13B knock sensor from above the engine, and it appears that the dampening material was all corroded. The accessory and water pump belts need to be changed. A lot of the vacuum lines need to be cleaned up. Because we already passed inspection and it's good for 2 years, I would like to remove the air pump on the car as well, which means different size belts. We'll probably replace the pulleys with SuperNow pulleys. The car will probably be in America after the 2 years or before those 2 years anyway, so it wouldn't really need to pass shock-in again. Front and rear pads and rotors needed to be changed. One of the rear calipers may be seized. All the fluids need to be changed. Spark plugs were okay. It seems like the rear main seal and oil pan might be leaking. There's a good chance the differential mounts are bad. Most of this we'll address in the video, but a lot of it I'll have to take care of the day before the Ibisu event, unfortunately, if I do decide to try and make it. Like I said, I didn't expect the car to be perfect. The main thing for me was body and chassis quality. Two weeks later, I was back in Tokyo and able to head to Hara's shop so my friend Brian and I can try and knock down most of that list that I mentioned earlier. While I was in Kansai, Hara had ordered a lot of parts for me to car shop GLOW. So when I was able to return to Tokyo, the plan was that all the parts that I needed were there. We got a lot finished, ran into a few hang-ups that just took too much time and that we didn't really have parts for. 30-year-old plastic is really brittle. A lot of the bolts were seized, etc., all the typical stuff. But thankful that Hara let me use the shop to sort it all out, although I kind of wish I had more time to do it, and do it on any other day than the one that I was leaving Japan on. I arrived at the shop a little after noon, and it was literally like a countdown to when I had to leave back to Yokohama to drop the car off and head to Haneda to catch my flight back to America. I think I left Narita with 4 hours to spare until my flight boarded with a half-finished car. It was fun, though, and it helped me feel more at home being able to work on my own car so far away from my garage. I'm so used to being behind a camera that the shift to mechanic work was a nice change of pace, especially at the end of a very, very long 2 weeks of travel. Although I did leave wishing I was able to do more, before I return in December. But big thank you to everyone who helped me this week. Look forward to more on this project over the coming months. Thanks for watching.
いや、そっちじゃないですけど。
クズじゃない。
おしゃれ、おしゃれ。かっこいい。
優しい人です。
Yeah.
And of course, it's torque to a trillion.
This is good.
You got it out. Okay. 80 foot-pounds. Wow, okay. Take it to the jam, boy. 80 foot-pound is about... You pull the plugs off already?
Just the bottom two.